Dear JT, we, including I, believe you are way, way too talented for this. And it's no shade. Let's talk about it.
Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
What's going on, you all? We gotta talk about it. So this weekend, JT was on Instagram Live with Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj, some of the girls would call it Sagittarius behavior. I just call it Nicki behavior. Like, she has a long track record of doing stuff like this with other girls she's done songs with. Like, they get on Instagram Live, they grovel, they do all this other stuff. And don't get me wrong, it's, you know, it's good to, hey girl, you was an inspiration to me, da 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 da. But the way Nicki does it is very, very specific. If you watch how she talked with the other girls, you would notice it. If you don't see it, maybe you just can't see it. I can't make you see it. All I can talk about is what I saw and what a lot of other people saw, which caused me to even have this conversation. So the girls were downloading a couple of clips and posting on Twitter, and I saw people talking about JT, and I was like, oh girl, what is this? So I watched it, and I was like, JT, I was cringing. So let's watch the video so we can all see and be up to date.
Dislike is against me in the car, when you was in the car. How that song go? Write that song right now.
My diss song is say, wait, what it say? Nicki can't rip no fucking beat. She ain't even from the street. So I was in my Jeep, my Lucy, and my braces.
No, finish it. Keep it going.
Wait, I don't remember. I don't know. I said Nicki ain't even fucking street. She ain't. Wait, Nicki ain't in the fucking. Nicki can't rip no fucking beats. She ain't even from the streets. I'ma drop you like a bag of groceries. Like,
Bitch.
you know what a grocery store had be? You drop it at the door.
Mm-hmm.
So in this video, you see Nicki telling JT, like, no, go ahead, girl. Like, go ahead. Like, you know, rap it like you was doing. Like, do what you were doing. When I saw that, I cringed. I cringed. It reminded me of somebody in a position of power or authority catching me doing something and giving me a lashing for doing it. That's why I cringed. That's why I felt like somebody, like my mama was saying, no, do the stuff that you was doing in there. Talk like you was doing, like a teacher or something. That's what I didn't get, that both people had the same amount of power, like the same amount of authority. I didn't get that from that clip. Call it hate, call it we misperceived it or whatever. We didn't watch the whole thing because that's some people's excuse. A lot of girls came to this, what's the name? But it was also a lot of people who, you know, was on the live who enjoyed it and thought no ever. So I'm confused. If we see a lot of people enjoyed the live stream, a lot of people were, you know, feeling it and all that, why are we worried about the couple of hundred or 1,000 folks who was like, I'm not sure how to feel about that, da da da? Because there was some truth to it, which is why JT responded to my tweet. So I posted this video, and I saw it was like, I don't know what time it was. It was probably like Sunday afternoon, morning and shit. I was like, oh girl, JT, stand up. Stand up. Like, that's all I said, JT, stand up. That's it. Baby, JT responded and she said, stand down, back up, be a man, put your phone down, stop letting clips make you mad. I don't give a F how you feel. And what's funny about this, I actually tweeted it from my iPad. I think I tweeted this from my iPad, I don't even remember. But what gets me with this is, it was clear that JT either received this tweet, somebody sent it to her, or she was searching her name on Twitter. I did not add her. I don't add celebrities unless I really need to say something. Unless it's really, but this was kind of just my opinion. A couple other girls, there's another tweet where folks made fun of it and it had like 1,000, like had 6,000 likes and like a couple of hundred retweets. Mine didn't even do that much numbers. It wasn't doing that much numbers. But I thought it was funny because a lot of folks was agreeing. A lot of folks was like, yeah, girl, I don't know about this. So JT, you know, she quote tweeted to her followers or whatever. And I'm not mad, it's like a disagreement or whatever. But you can tell sis is in her feelings about it. She feels some type of way because she know deep down, in that live stream, that was not the JT that we see rapping and eating these verses, who doing all this stuff. Like, I've been a fan of JT, like slowly. Like people know I've been like giving her things. Like one of my favorite JT verses is from Top Notch. Like I just got through listening to it before I recorded this video because I wanted to give the energy that JT gives. The energy is like, I'm a bad, I don't like, we equals, I don't have to grovel to nobody, I don't answer to nobody. Like, that's what I love about JT. That's what she spits, is giving like, these men owe me something, I don't know, I love that fire, I love it. But in that, it diminished. It seemed like she was a little child. And I can get being inspired by Nicki Minaj, like, hey girl, like when I was around Brandy, when I met Brandy last year, was very thankful to be in the presence of her and was like, da, da, da. People will probably call it groveling. I don't, we're two different folks. I wasn't groveling, but I didn't feel like I was losing power. I didn't feel like I was losing power, congratulating her and telling her how much I appreciate her content and her, well, not her content, because that's what she told me, but loving her music and how it got me through and how my aunt, who is deceased, was a big fan of her and put me on to her. So that was equal exchange. But with this Instagram Live, it was just groveling like I felt it. I don't care what nobody say. I might not be the moon spirit crystal girl, but I really am a person who can feel like things from people and seeing stuff, and I'm oftentimes not wrong. And JT, I pay attention to people's body language. JT looked very uncomfortable. Nicki asked her about it. She started rapping. She's like, I don't remember. And Nicki said, no, go ahead. Like, go ahead. And she was laughing at JT. She wasn't laughing with her. It wasn't no key. Like, it would have been like a situation, if I was on a Instagram Live, I say, yeah, girl. If I had situations where me and some like mutuals or something or whatever have bumped heads and we like, girl, yeah, because I was done. I think I just had a conversation with somebody not too long ago about that. And we both key and all that other stuff. And even people who are around know that it's not like it's some shade or it's animosity. But in this specific situation, there have been other situations where Nicki Minaj, she does the songs with the girls, they on Instagram Live kissing her ass and doing all the other stuff. She does that with all of it. She did the same thing with Coi Leray. Like, she was uncomfortable, like the same thing. I think, did she do something with Bia? And Bia was talking about stuff like, there is a pattern. Even when she did the song with Megan Thee Stallion, like, I don't think there's nothing wrong with Nicki Minaj getting on live and doing this, but it is giving very childish. And I don't see how people don't see that it looks awkward. It looks awkward. Yes, girl, give this girl her things, da da da, all that other stuff. But it was giving that Nicki Minaj wants to be praised. And we've been saying this before the JT Instagram Live. People have been saying it, others have been saying it way before this. So this was another example of Nicki Minaj asking the girls to grovel. And one of the girls who didn't grovel, she had a problem with that, and that was Cardi B. Cardi B gave her flowers and said, yes, da da da. But Cardi B didn't bow down to no Nicki Minaj. She didn't, and I respect Cardi B 100% for that. Like, no, girl, like, I'm gonna give you your things. The same thing with Lotto. Lotto was like, girl, it was Nicki, and then she wasn't shading Nicki, she was just stating facts. But that is oftentimes too much for Nicki Minaj because she sits online all day consuming content. If you want to tell anybody to put the phone down, it needs to be the woman who is liking tweets of her fans harassing and doxing a black woman. That's who y'all need to be telling to put the phone down. Because, girl, trust and believe, my phone is down. I'm not searching my name on Twitter and worried about if I had half of the money that y'all had, I would be paying somebody 6 figures top to be on social media and tweet my stuff. I wouldn't be on here worried about everybody's opinions. But y'all are so worried about everybody's opinion on you all because y'all are insecure. And JT, the insecurity jumped out. And it jumped out so bad that you had to let diet homophobia come out. And I'm gonna explain it to you how it's giving diet homophobia. Like, be a man. You're telling a black gay man, be a man, like, because I'm in, talking about offering my opinions. I'm not a man, I'm not whatever. What's hilarious about this is, I'm not really surprised that JT does have, like, she's been called out for homophobia in the past. This is clearly diet homophobia. I'm not really surprised considering how you treat other gay people who you're supposed to be friends with. So I'm not, like, I've seen that, so I'm not really surprised that this is something that you posted in response to a black gay man who didn't tag you, who was just offering opinion. I get paid to offer my opinions. People come to my channel, people go to my stuff to see what opinions I have on things. People email me stuff, DM me stuff to have conversations. I'm not a troll. I'm not hiding behind somebody else's face or picture. It is clearly my face. I'm like, hey girl, stand up. But it struck a nerve. And you revealed your slip was showing, because I would have paid that dust. That's girls who was under their quote tweets who were dragging me like, yeah, get him, Jade. I can't stand him, da 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 da. Girl, I didn't go and attack these folks. I don't go search my name. I could care less with these folks. Unless you're adding me, I don't really care. I might see it, I might not. I was honestly on the phone with my friend on FaceTime, like cleaning my drawers, organizing my underwear and my socks and all that other stuff, because I like stuff to be organized. People know me, know I love my stuff to be organized. Sunday's the day I do it. And I was thinking, I said, ooh, I don't have no man, like I don't have no partner. What would I do if somebody, like if I had somebody and they had to stay, like they stayed with me, I ain't got no room, because my friend said, if you ain't making no room for no man ain't come in your life. I just thought that was funny. And I get on Twitter talking about it, and I'm just seeing I'm getting ate up by JT, and I don't consider this like being ate up. I think it ate JT up more than anything. So bad that she couldn't just ignore it. She had to respond, and she let the diet homophobia jump out in her critique. I'm not mad at JT disagreeing with me and explaining, this is not what it's given. He was having like fun, but for a lot of people, Nicki Minaj sunned you, JT. She sunned you. Like for a lot of folks came to the same opinion. It was like, no, Nicki sunned you. She had you recite the stuff. She said, no, girl, take it from the top. Go at it. And you were so nervous, you start stuttering. You start dragging yourself. You say, oh, I had my little teeth and da-da-da. Like, it's like you had to make yourself even smaller to make this person bigger. And that's like, this is a character trait of Nicki Minaj. I don't care what anybody says. Like, yes, grew up listening to Nicki Minaj too. Definitely was feeling her since 5-Star Chick came out. Oh girl, she's taking it. Definitely still talented. And I just didn't feel the energy of another rap girl being on Instagram Live with Nicki Minaj and getting this slight shade. We see it, we're not stupid. We know how Nicki Minaj moves. Like y'all, a lot of people act as if Nicki Minaj don't be doing anything. Nicki Minaj literally be liking tweets, encouraging her fans to harass folks, like subtly doing this type of stuff. And y'all seem to think that wasn't no shade. Even her fans were saying it was shade. Like, girl, her fans were sitting here, like when she made that comment about the Bigfoot, when was the last sighting, all of her fans started to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. And what was Nicki doing? Following the people who's making comments like that, all of that type of stuff. Let me tell you something. I have zero respect for Nicki Minaj. The fact that these fans doxed this black woman, harassed her, and talked about causing harm to her and to a school where kids go in Texas, where we just seen harm done to kids not too long ago, Nicki Minaj not once released a statement and said, hey girl, y'all doing too much, because that's not her. She doesn't care about stuff. Like, all of this stuff is a game, which is why she's playing with lollipops and play shots. I mean, girl, we've been figured it out. Those who cortex is fully developed and we got it, we knowing something ain't right. We knowing something ain't right. So I don't spend my whole day like searching Nicki Minaj and all the other stuff. I see it, I respond to it when I want to. And this whole thing with JT is a clear indication that she's searching her name and looking at it. I don't know why celebrities do that. I think it's very tired. A lot of them do that. But I was like, girl, some people gonna disagree with you. Now she's online retweeting like and interacting with everybody, positive stuff. It's cute PR, girl, I ain't gonna lie. Because it looks like that you are like a positive person. And I want you are very talented, love you down, JT. I hate that this is our first time interacting, because there's been several other times where I tweeted you and all that. I ain't been in the DMs, calling you mother like some of the other girls that you was dragging. But I think you're extremely talented. I just want to continuously see you grow as an artist. And you don't need Nicki Minaj to call you the princess of rap. You don't need anybody to call you that other than the folks who are like, what's the name of your music? Nicki Minaj is not in a position to call anybody no princess of rap. She can't pass the crown because she don't even have the crown herself. So you don't need that. We don't want to see you doing that. Folks who really ride for you and folks who be paying money to come see you and perform and all that other stuff. We just was like, I'm not sure if I feel that. But we'll get over it. Like, we'll get over it. But I will say the last couple of days you've been, and the girl's been saying it. You've been doing a lot, so it's just like, and this is a time where all this mess is going on with Nicki Minaj just like a couple of days ago. Like, I would be distancing myself, and she would have to respect it. Like, girl, you doing a lot. I don't want to be tied up in that mess. And now she has y'all in y'all mess, in her now she has you all in her mess in the middle of all of this stuff that's going on. But JT, talented girl. I wish you were a little bit smarter and a little bit more understanding what people are saying and dial it back. So if it's anybody who needs to put the phone down, it needs to be you. But you know what? You the baddest on the news feed. We gossiping and you the news feed. Period.